So should you in fact do cardio or eat less? The answer is start. Coach Greg, and today I'm responding to a video by Derek from More Plates, More Dates. It's called, Should You Lower Your Calories or Increase Cardio? Biggest cutting mistakes I've seen. So I go and check it out, and it's right up my alley. A video about cardio and cutting calories, losing weight. Coach Greg is for sure going to make a video on this one, LOL. This guy must be on HRT, can see the future. He knows I'm doing this video. Looking forward to Coach Greg's reaction. Wait for Coach Greg shouting at this. Derek knows Greg will post a review of this. Trendgorithm started, and having the delts out doesn't hurt. And if he knows I'm doing the video response, why not show the delts? A perfect opportunity to show the delts to more and more people. Greg Doucette's CICO crew is going to whine and pout, LOL. Maybe people watched the video and thought he's contradicting me. I mean, I'll see, but I highly doubt Derek's going to say calories in and calories out doesn't work. We'll see. Stay tuned.
Biggest mistake I see guys make when they're cutting is drastically cutting their calories way too aggressively. And then before they know it, they lose a shit ton of weight at the start and then they plateau.
I have to agree. Huge cutting mistake. People want to lose weight faster than last time. They want to get to their dream physique in a couple weeks, maybe a couple months. So they cut calories to that of a bikini competitor, lose a ton of weight, and with that, a ton of muscle. They then complain that they're skinny fat and that the reason they don't keep their muscles because they're natural. Oh, if I was on drugs, oh, if I was on HRT or PDs, I'd have the jack muscles, but because I'm natural, I can't hold on to any muscle. Then they start these rumors. You can either be big, ripped, or jacked. You can't have all three. You can't be lean and have muscle. Why? Because you couldn't? Because you're a freaking moron? Because you cut your calories too low and think that you're just going to build muscle by starving yourself. And why did you starve yourself in the first place? Because you bulked. Because you bulked. You got too fat, got sick of it, and said, I need to cut a mini cut. Yeah, I'll just cut out 2,000 calories a day for a couple weeks. I'll get shredded. No problem. Because I like to eat. I can't moderate myself in the off season because I like to eat. And then they starve themselves. 1,800 calories, Brandon Hardy. Does that sound like a diet you want to follow? No, Coach Greg makes no sense. Maintain a healthy weight year round so you don't have to diet. Doesn't make sense. Why would we want to do that? C.T. Fletcher, he's 255 pounds.
So it's not been bulking season. Honestly speaking, it's been fat season.
He bulked, he got fat. That's what that's called. That's called getting fat. And what's his goal now? He needs to cut down to 210. That's 45 pounds. Guess how long he's going to do it in? 3 months. 45 pounds. Think he's going to do that without losing muscle? Of course not. To lose 3 pounds a week, he has to be in a 1,500 calorie deficit daily. How do you think that's going to feel? Does that allow his body to grow optimally? Is he going to put on muscle while in a 1,500 calorie or more deficit daily? No, to retain muscle when you're dieting, you need to eat close to maintenance. A little deficit. Couple hundred calories, maybe 500. You start cutting 1,000 calories or more, do you know what's going to happen? You're going to shrink down to nothing. You're going to lose muscle. You need to maximize muscle hypertrophy by giving your body 4 to 5 opportunities for muscle growth to occur by eating protein daily. Lots of protein 4 to 5 times a day. And not in a dramatic deficit. You do that, your body doesn't have the protein it needs to build muscle. It takes years to lose the weight and keep it off. And those who are the most successful, they have a diet that they can follow for the rest of their life.
They think there's no difference between, well, if you want to increase energy expenditure or reduce your intake, the net outcome is the same. That's what a lot of people think. They, calories in, calories out.
And yes, calories in, calories out is a thing. You cannot break the laws of thermodynamics. You can increase calorie expenditure or decrease calorie intake. Either or is going to result in weight loss. But is one better than the other? When should you do cardio and when should you reduce calories?
At least in a bulking context, I should be, eating protein and divided meals per day to maximally spike muscle protein synthesis so I can sustain a perpetually anabolic environment.
So yes, people are aware that when you're bulking, you should be eating protein 4 to 5 times a day. You need enough protein, say 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. People know that. But when it comes to cutting, do they forget these rules? Oh, I'm cutting. I just starve myself. Intermittent fasting, I'll eat once a day. Maybe I'll fast for 36 hours. Is that the way to do it? Of course not.
But I think in the cutting context, a lot of people don't think about when I'm decreasing calories, I'm literally decreasing these signals going to different parts of the body to actually maintain muscle tissue.
So the fact is, when you're cutting, it's even more important to get the protein that you need than when you're bulking. People are bulking, they're eating tons of protein. Guess what? When you're bulking, you need less protein than when you're cutting. Carbs and fat have a protein sparing effect. So if you're on a bulk, you could get by with 0.5 gram of protein per pound of body weight. All the protein that you're eating is going to build muscle. It's easy. And since you're bulking, you're getting in more protein anyway. For the most part, you eat anything without even focusing on protein. You're going to get enough protein. It's easy to get 200 grams of protein when you're eating 4,000 calories. Not so easy to get 200 grams of protein when you're eating 1,500 calories.
A physique will lose more size if you really leverage calorie deprivation too aggressively. Now, this is the mistake I think most people make is they think, oh, well, it's a lot easier to just eat less than to do cardio, because cardio, right?
So what Derek's is saying is that people mistakenly don't do the cardio. They're like, I'd rather sit on the couch, relax, and I'll just eat less. Who's taught time for cardio? I hate cardio. Yet what Derek's saying is you need to do cardio not only while you're dieting, in your off season as well. Does that sound like someone you know? Has Coach Greg ever said that maybe 100 times in videos? It's the opposite of what Michael Hearn says. Michael Hearn says, don't do cardio. Makes posts about Coach Greg saying he needs to do cardio. Says if your coach is Coach Greg, you should fire him, slap him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Yet Derek's saying the exact same thing as Coach Greg. You need to do cardio year round. So what is my advice? If you're not already doing 150 minutes of cardio a week, and you're trying to lose weight, the first thing you should do is 150 minutes of cardio a week. Don't drop your calories yet. Save that for later. Get in the 150 minutes of cardio a week. Not only is that good for your heart, it also helps with digestion, makes you feel better, makes you work better. Your body becomes better at using those calories. Nutrient partitioning occurs. More of the protein is used to build muscle.
Things of this nature are going to be controlled very well by having, low intensity steady state cardio in your regimen, not just having, you lift 4 to 5 times a week.
And does he say to do HIIT cardio? Low intensity steady state cardio. What does Coach Greg keep preaching? You don't need to do HIIT cardio unless you're an athlete. You go for a walk, hike, bike ride, something fun. You don't have to sprint or go crazy. It's not 10 minutes a HIIT. It's just steady state, enjoyable cardio.
In my opinion, while the net outcome on paper might be, calories in, calories out regardless, there's a lot of shit at play that has to do with gene expression that's being overlooked when it comes to depriving yourself more and more and more.
So Derek's point is don't starve yourself. You're better off to keep your calories higher and move more, exercise more, because that allows the body to build more muscle. Rather than saying, I just want to sit on my ass. I don't want to do cardio. Cardio's boring. Oh, cardio. That is not the answer. The answer is do cardio. And not just when you're dieting year round. And not just cardio, you can move more. It doesn't have to be dedicated cardio, going for a bike ride. It could just be more movement. Rather than laying down and watching TV all day, do stuff. Move, dance around, just have a good time. Burn more calories.
I've tried the whole just cut calories and do no cardio approach. I start to lose size and I just don't get the same body composition outcomes.
So imagine what happens to people like Brandon Harding who are both dramatically cutting calories, 18 to 2,400 a day, and doing cardio on top of that. They're doing both. So they're not only dramatically cutting calories too low, they're dramatically increasing cardio too high. They're doing both. But why doesn't he look like a twig? PDs. The PDs allow them to keep more muscle. But just because you're on PDs doesn't mean you won't build more muscle if you eat more calories, more protein. You need to have the sufficient energy source to build muscle. What good are PDs if you don't have the building blocks to build muscle? You're on trenbolone sandwiches, the entire construction crews at your house to build the muscle. But you don't have the wood and the nails, can't build the muscle. If you don't have the amino acids, you can't build muscle. You need amino acids, water, and energy to build muscle. You don't have enough calories, don't have the protein, muscle just is not going to be built.
I almost proportionally prefer cardio, low intensity for the most part. Obviously you can incorporate HIIT in there, but doing all your cardio as HIIT might be a little bit intense.
And if you choose to do all your cardio as HIIT, it's just too much. You can't recover from that. General rule is you shouldn't be sore from the cardio that you're doing. If you're out doing cardio and you're sore the next day, you took a bike riding road for an hour and you're sore, running for 30 minutes, you're sore the next day, it's too much. You can't recover from both intense cardio and intense weightlifting. It's too much. You can't do it. You can't become a marathon runner and a bodybuilder. So the cardio that you do should be easy. If it's hard, it's going to reduce the amount of muscle you can build.
I would rather increase energy expenditure a little bit more to the point where I'm not fatiguing if it means I can keep my food higher.
So Derek's literally saying, I think you should increase cardio to the point where it's not affecting your workouts. It's not causing extra fatigue. That allows you to eat more, and by eating more, you're allowing your body to build more muscle.
I just mean I see more stripping of valuable tissue during cuts that are far too aggressively in the cutting calories vector.
Okay, so it's good to see Derek backing up exactly what I keep preaching, which is it's important to do cardio. Not just when you're dieting, year round, daily cardio, 150 minutes of cardio a week. So should you in fact do cardio or eat less? The answer is start by doing 150 minutes a week. And if you do 150 minutes and you like it and you want to do more, you can add more. There's nothing wrong with that. However, be careful if you do your cardio too hard and it causes you to be sore, that is when it can start hurting your muscle growth. Doing 150 or 200 minutes of cardio a week is not going to prevent you from building muscle. If you've done 150 minutes of cardio a week and you don't want to do more, then lower your calories. Do a combination of both lowering calories and increasing cardio, starting with the added cardio. Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette IB Pro. Bloops are over there. Watch one of those. Buy the friggin' cookbooks. If you need a diet model that can help you stay on your diet by eating delicious foods, buy the training books, coaching plans, subscribe and click the bell button now. Follow me on YouTube. Check me out on Instagram and TikTok. And until next time, I am out.